Today I'll be revealing the only 3 exercises that you need to grow your biceps. These are the exact exercises I use to grow mine to more than double the size. So sit back, shut the fuck up and listen. The first exercise is standing barbell curls. Now, the reason why I say this is because with this exercise, you can do the most weight out of any bicep exercise. So more weight is more load on the muscle, which means more muscle breakdown, which means more muscle growth. Now, you can do these with an easy bar or a straight bar. From my experience, easy bar definitely hits your forearms a little bit more. You get a good forearm pump. I got a decent sized forearm for someone who's never done any specific forearm exercises. But with a straight bar, because of the positioning of your hands, you definitely hit the biceps a lot more. So if you're only concerned about growing your biceps, use a straight bar. If you want a forearm pump as well, use an easy bar. Second exercise is the preacher curl. Now, in my opinion, this is the best exercise for your biceps, simply because it forces you into a position where you can't use momentum. You can't swing the bar. So that means you're actually using the muscle, your bicep, to move the load. The third and final exercise is standing cable curls with the ropes. Now, specifically with a rope attachment, this is what you want, because with the ropes, you start off in a neutral grip, and throughout the concentric phase, you change to a supinated grip. This change of hand position works both heads of your biceps. Also, with cables, there's no comparison to free weights in terms of time under tension. More time under tension, more muscle breakdown, more muscle repair, more gains. Focus on the mind and muscle connection when you're doing these. Think about the bicep, think about it working and pulling the rope towards you. Good rule of thumb is 3 seconds on the concentric phase and then 3 seconds on the eccentric phase. Now, this might sound a bit controversial to some of you nerds out there, but I only recommend doing 3 sets of each exercise. So yeah, that means 3 sets of 3 exercises, all you need for maximal optimal gains. What you have to understand is that gains are not exponentially linear like that. What that means, basically, is that it doesn't mean that the more reps that you do, the more sets you do equals the more muscle mass. Because if that was the case, why don't you spend 4 hours in the gym every day and do 25 sets of each exercise? Because it doesn't work like that. There's a point of diminishing returns. So what does that mean? That means that there's a sweet spot, a certain amount of exercise that you can do where you'll get the maximal gains, where even if you do 1 more set, it will not result in more muscle mass. So why not train in the most efficient way possible? Why stay in the gym for 2.5 hours when you can get the exact same amount of gains in just over an hour? It doesn't make sense to me. And you know what? By doing this, it frees up more of your time to work on other things, because it shouldn't just be the gym that you're working on. It gives you time to work on your side hustle, work on making some money. Don't make your whole personality and a whole character about going to the gym. Yeah, that's corny, especially when you look like a breadstick, like most of you do. Like I said, through trial and error, these are the 3 most effective exercises for growing your biceps. Why would you do something less effective? I don't want you to get shiny object syndrome and see, oh, what this guy in the gym's doing, he's doing this fancy exercise, or I've seen this on social media. Nah. Stick to these 3 exercises. This is your bread and butter, and stick to them for 6 weeks and tell me that you don't make more gains in these 6 weeks than you have in the past 6 months at the gym. And after those 6 weeks, if your biceps aren't looking swole, if they don't blow up like I said they would, then feel free to change it. But for 6 weeks, just stick to these 3 exercises. If you like this video and you gain some value from it, and you're gonna be a man and stick to it for 6 weeks, and drop a like, drop a sub. Otherwise, every time you go to the gym, you're missing out on gains, bro.